Okay, not great news about this guy. He stands at D. Plus. This guy flashes some red flags that you really need to watch out for. Welcome to the Strong Brew, where you get answers to questions you're not supposed to ask. These are some things you may want to know about the man in your life. If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure? Will he try and use money to control you? Will he share housework or just make you do it all? In fights, when he gets angry, does he get aggressive? During intimacy, does he understand that no means no? Is he jealous, suspicious, or possessive? Will his attitude towards you change after having kids? Will he treat your parents with respect? What if you have conflicts with his parents? We tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. These are things nobody else will tell you. Things that are important for your future. This is a safe space for truth. No judgment, no platitudes, no login, no payment either. Our questions are from real life, but our answers come from science. Now, I built this thing, me and my husband, and honestly, we built it and we live it. We are both Stanford grads, we both have worked at Google, and we've been happily together since 1998. Along the way, we've added a son, now 13, and 4 dogs. We are genuine folks. If you're a woman trying to understand any man in your life, here is how it works. Go to www.thestrongbrew.life. Click on the Understand a Guy button there. Answer 10 questions about him. Watch a video tailored to your guy. That's all there is to it. It is completely anonymous, no login, no payment, no games, no manipulation. This analysis is obtained by combining solid trait psychology with cutting edge AI ML. We represent each person's personality with what is known as a feature vector. This has 10 elements, so our data is effectively 10-dimensional data. In case you're wondering how we can infer so much from just 10 questions, well, 10-dimensional data is very complex. There is a lot you can learn from that level of detail.
Okay, I think that does it for the preamble. Now let's plunge in. Let's start with this guy in his career. Will he go far or just talk big?
He's not just talking, he's putting in the hard work, so you'll likely see him climbing the career ladder. His focus and effort are real, and he's strict about keeping things in order and getting results. If you're hoping for someone who rises with grace and strong relationships, don't expect that from him.
Can he bounce back from failure?
When things go wrong at work, he's more likely to explode than collapse. If someone makes a mistake or if a plan fails, he will get angry, raise his voice, or even lash out at others. He won't sit quietly and worry. Instead, he'll try to force things to go his way, even if it means hurting feelings.
What do people at work think of him? Do they like him?
Most people at work will probably find him difficult to get along with. He's not shy about giving orders or demanding things are done his way, which can rub many people the wrong way. Instead of building strong friendships or a loyal team, he often ends up in power struggles or heated fights.
If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure?
If you shine in your own career, he's unlikely to feel proud for you. Instead, he may see your success as a challenge to his own power or importance. Don't expect him to hide his jealousy. He could get angry or even say hurtful things when you win.
What if you start earning more than him?
If you earn more than him, he will most likely resent it, even if he doesn't say it out loud at first. Deep down, he'll feel that you are stepping into his territory and may act annoyed, angry, or make sarcastic remarks. Instead of sharing happiness or acting like a team, you might find him picking fights or being cold.
Next, let's talk about how he is with money. Does he overspend? Is he reckless with money?
He handles money with a strict, disciplined approach. He likes planning, keeping things in order, and making sure every rupee is accounted for, so you probably won't see him spending carelessly or making rash purchases. While this can bring stability, it can also feel controlling, as he's not likely to bend or make room for others' wishes.
Does he show off and pretend to be richer than he is?
He lives within his means and doesn't believe in pretending or showing off. He prefers everything to be neat and well planned, including his spending habits. Instead, he sticks to what he can afford and expects those around him to do the same.
Is he too generous, too stingy, or just right?
He is tight with both money and mindset. You won't see him giving freely, whether it's a small treat or a helping hand. Acts of kindness, small surprises, or warm support don't come naturally to him.
Will he use money to try and control you?
He is likely to be controlling and strict when it comes to money, but not exactly secretive. He will usually want everything done his way and expects you to follow his money rules closely. He may check or question your spending and make decisions without talking things through.
Let's see how this guy is with sharing housework. Will he share housework or just make you do it?
He is likely to think that housework is mostly your job. He strongly believes in doing things his way, and helping with chores at home probably doesn't fit his idea of how things should be. If you ask him to help, he might get annoyed or argue, saying it's not his responsibility.
Will he help you or just boss you around and tell you what to do?
He's much more likely to help by watching over you or telling you how to do things, rather than rolling up his sleeves and actually pitching in. He may stand nearby, point out what you missed, or give orders, but he won't jump in with cleaning, cooking, or changing diapers himself. This can make you feel more pressured than supported.
Now let's see about how this guy is during fights. In fights, does he try to understand your views or just win the fight?
He's more interested in proving he's right than truly listening to your side. When there's a disagreement, he jumps straight into defending himself or arguing his point, often raising his voice or being blunt. It's hard for him to step back and really consider your feelings or perspective.
Does he become aggressive when angry?
When he's angry, he doesn't hold back. He can say hurtful things or act in an aggressive way. He's quick to raise his voice, make sharp or nasty comments, and may even become intimidating. If you hope for gentle words or calm talks during tough times, you won't find that with him.
Does he have a bad temper?
Yes, he gets angry very quickly and doesn't try to hide it. Even small issues can set him off, leading to shouting, harsh words, or aggressive actions. You deserve peace and respect in your home.
Will he say sorry and accept his mistakes?
It's very hard for him to say sorry or admit when he's wrong. Instead of taking responsibility, he's likely to blame you or make excuses for his actions. Living with someone who never says sorry can wear you down and hurt your confidence, so please take this seriously.
Next, let's talk about intimacy and physical chemistry. During intimacy, does he respect your boundaries? Does he get that no means no?
He is not the kind of person who easily respects boundaries or takes no seriously. If you set a limit or say you're not comfortable, he may push back, argue, or even try to make you feel guilty for saying no. He believes strongly in having things his way and doesn't pause to understand your side or feelings.
If you are not in the mood for intimacy, will he react badly?
Yes, he is likely to take it very personally if you're not in the mood for intimacy. Instead of understanding or respecting your feelings, he may get upset, sulk, blame you, or pressure you to change your mind. This can leave you feeling guilty or anxious just for being honest about your needs.
Can you trust him not to shame you or share your private moments, maybe love letters, photos, or videos, even after a breakup or a bad fight?
You cannot fully trust him to handle private moments with care. If there's ever an argument or he feels hurt, he might bring up personal things or use them against you, either by making harsh comments or trying to embarrass you. With him, there is a real risk that what's meant to stay between you could be used for power later.
Is he loyal or is he likely to want to have affairs?
He's not the type who easily gets distracted by other women. He likes structure and routine in life, including relationships. Once he's committed, he expects strict loyalty from you and is likely to stick to the same rules himself. Even though he may stay faithful, you could feel lonely or emotionally ignored in the relationship.
Will he be jealous, suspicious, and try to control you?
Yes, he is very likely to be over possessive, showing jealousy, controlling behavior, and constant suspicion. He wants things his way and expects you to follow his rules, often checking up on where you are, who you talk to, or what you're doing. His need for control can feel suffocating, making you feel like you're always being watched or judged.
This guy says he is protective in a good way. Is he actually just being possessive?
Yes, with him, what might look like protective behavior is actually a sign of a controlling personality. He may say he's just looking out for you, wanting to know where you are, who you're with, or what you're doing. But underneath, it's really about keeping everything under his control. True protection should bring comfort and trust, not fear or worry.
Now, onto the topic of kids and how this guy will be as a father. If you guys have kids, will he make you do most of the work?
He will expect you to do most of the work when it comes to parenting. He believes strongly in dividing roles and is likely to see child rearing as mainly your responsibility, while he focuses on his own tasks. If you need real teamwork in raising children, he is not likely to meet your hopes.
Kids are very messy. Will he lose his temper with them?
When the kids mess up or get upset, he is more likely to lose his temper than stay calm. Small mistakes or emotional outbursts from the children may trigger angry words, shouting, or even strict punishments. Kids may learn to fear his reactions and hide their problems instead of sharing openly.
If you guys have kids, will he still support your career?
He won't easily support your role as both a mother and your own person. He likes things done his way and expects you to manage the home and kids while following his rules. You may often feel trapped in the role he set for you rather than being seen and valued for everything you are.
Will this man say one thing early on, maybe while dating, and then later, after kids and marriage, change his tune and try to make you give up your career?
Yes, he is very much the kind of man who might support your career now but later expect you to quit once you have a child. Early on, he may talk about being fine with your work, but deep down, he wants things his way, especially at home. Once there are children or more family duties, he's likely to insist that your main job is at home, managing the house and kids, and not out chasing your own dreams.
Next, let's see how this guy treats your parents. Will he be respectful with your parents?
He is more likely to act polite on the surface with your parents rather than show real warmth. He believes in keeping things proper and controlled, but doesn't naturally offer affection or gentle words, especially to those outside his own immediate circle. While he may follow social rules and greet them respectfully, you probably won't see him going out of his way to build a close or loving relationship with them. He will expect your family to change for him, not the other way around.
What if your family creates stress or interferes a bit in your lives?
If your family creates stress or interferes, he is likely to make things worse rather than handle it calmly. He doesn't have much patience for situations that don't go his way, and he reacts quickly when irritated. This can create tension between you, your family, and him, making everyone feel uncomfortable.
Then let's analyze the role this guy's family will play in your life. Is this man modern with you but a completely different person when other people, say his parents or bosses, are around?
Yes, he is the kind of man who might act modern with you in private, but expect you to be a traditional, supportive wife, daughter in law, in front of his relatives. At home, he may allow some freedom or pretend to be open minded, but when family is around, he will want you to follow all the customs, show respect according to their standards, and behave exactly as they expect. Any sign of independence or difference may cause him to get annoyed or even scold you in private.
If there is tension between you and his parents, will he support you?
If there's tension, he's more likely to stay out of it or side with his family rather than support you. He values keeping order and his family's ways, so standing up for you openly is not something you can count on. You might also notice him quietly agreeing with his relatives or brushing off your concerns just to keep peace in his world.
Say you have a conflict with his mother. What will this guy do?
He is very likely to be a mummy's boy and will almost always choose his mother's side in a conflict. His deep respect for family rules and traditions means he puts his mother's wishes and opinions above everything else, including your feelings and needs. If you want a husband who puts your partnership first, this is a big warning sign.
Will he share all the private details of your relationship with his mother or sister?
Yes, he is likely to share details of your fights or private life with his mother or sister. He sees his own family as his greatest support and naturally turns to them, even about things that should stay just between you and him. It can make you feel exposed, judged, or unable to trust him with your feelings.
Now let's zoom out and put it all together.
So, overall, this guy stands at D. Plus. Some of these red flags can really become a big deal. You've got to be very careful here. Being in a relationship with this man can feel like walking on a strict path every single day. There is order, routine, and clear rules, but very little room for your feelings, dreams, or comfort.